Hello, Jerry here, and welcome back to another episode on the JerryTown Server. We are finally back here. It has been ages. It is great to be back. And you might notice I'm in creative mode, and I've got this special little hotbar set up. That is because of something that we will be building. That, of course, as our rule goes, anything that benefits the public may be and will be built in creative mode. So, I'll just kind of fly around and show you some of the new things we've got here. This is something new. I don't know what it is. It's something that Snazzy Cactus... I'm sorry, Top Dog. Same person. There he is. Good morning. Good morning, Top Dog. Or Snazzy Cactus. Literally the same person. Good morning. Yes. Those of you who know Snazzy Cactus from Jer Bear's Paradise, of course. Here we have the post office. I probably had shown before this was the business. What happens is you walk in, it gives you 1,000 experience, and then you name the address of whatever you'd like to send. And so I don't know if this is new or not. I don't know if I've shown it. It's been way too long. So if we look at the new subway system, I'll just go down here. And so we've got the whole payment system reset up. It has been sold to another person we have on the server now, Captain Blaze. So I am going to grab a golden nugget, and so we have a lovely little payment system so that when you pay, the golden nugget goes in there, and then the trapdoor will actually stay open for like 3-4 seconds now. And so what happens is, to get this thing going, we will put all of the minecarts on the top blocks just like such, and then what we will do is we will put a minecart on the extra rail, and then these will extend. And then we'll hear a little set of 3 dings coming from note blocks behind, and then these pistons will retract, and the minecarts will be on their way, just like that. And so the idea is that we're still working on it, but they go to the next station. We have 2 trains circulating all the time, and so what happens is minecarts actually just kind of despawn, or they kind of get glitched and go under, because as you can see, the way we have this set up, the minecarts can roll backwards and go under. And so anyways, we need to have a chunk loader built to fix that problem. But we're going to have like a little map, and it'll go around and everything. And, well, we're still figuring out all the kinks for this. And you'll get to your station, and then you'll get out just like that. And welcome back to the Plymouth Districts. So I don't know if I've shown any of these homes here, but D17 Squatch has built a whole bunch of these little homes. He hasn't put prices on them yet, and he still hasn't completed them. And so, yes. So, again, I'm not going to have Top Dog, or I also have Peekabone joining me. And, again, anyone, if you would like to join, please do leave a comment in the description with your gamer tag, and you are welcome to join the server. Again, you need to go through Minecraft Realms, and then you need to go to the book, and it will show you some invites. As you can see here, Mr. D17 Squatch has kind of changed up his property. We're going to have new houses and stuff, and he's changing up quite a few different things. So if we'll go over, I will show you that the downtown has expanded like crazy. And, of course, I changed my mob trap a little bit, so there's that. Again, that is private. This is a building owned by my company. This is actually the new bank, the new JerryTown Federal Credit Union. So what you're going to do is you're going to go inside of here, and you're going to go JerryTown Federal Credit Union, and so and stuff. Here's your customer service, and so we have stocks investments if you would like to make some investments in stock, and over here we have vault tellers if you would like people to go get something out of your vault, or you can just go get it yourself by going up this little minecart elevator. Well, it appears that all of the minecarts have either been broken by somebody or despawned. The idea was that you would right-click the minecart, and they're stuck here. When you get into the minecart, now what happens is when you are at the floor that you wanted to get out of, while in the minecart, you would sprint towards this fence post, and then press sneak. And then you would go out, and so welcome to the floor. This is where we have all of the vaults, Jer Bear, Blue JH, or 21, D17 Squatch, Top Dog, Peekabone, and we have one more. Captain Blaze is now the owner of the subway. And so we'll have stock exchange stuff and stuff further up there later. We haven't figured out like a bank tender yet, but we will eventually find one. So currently in construction still. We have a whole bunch of these new condos and apartments that will be being sold. Over here we have J Tower. This will be a business building over here. we have Reynolds Tower. Now, as of right now, the first floor is kind of like a little cafe type of thing. There's some foods in there that you can get. And here's the map for the little elevator we have. They literally just have command blocks under them, and they teleport you to your floor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if we look at floor 2, which will be just the next floor up, this is a hotel room. We have some of these rooms. The pricing is still not figured out yet for these. And then if we go up one more floor to floor 3, it is the same kind of layout. We have some more rooms there. And we'll be having apartments all the way up that you'll be able to purchase from Blue Jay HR21. So that I was helping him work with that. And one of the big things that we'll be working on in this episode, I will show you in just a moment, going over to the government district. Of course, we have our beautiful presidential palace. And over here, as you can see, I've done a whole bunch of terraforming in all these corners. I did all those corner blocks and did all this here, all of this corner here, and tried to make all of it as realistic as possible. All of this is elevated from its normal height, and I slabbed it all, did a whole bunch of fill commands and stuff. Welcome to the future Capitol building on top of Capitol Hill, which is currently in construction on the server. So anyways, let's just dive right into this. Going to be working on the floor and the entrance to this stuff here. There's going to be a road that comes through, and it's going to stop right here, and you can go in, and it's going to be great. So we're working on the second part of the government district here. It is going to be absolutely crazy. I mean, we're going to have we're going to have a Congress, and the Congress is going to be composed of course, a House of Representatives and a Senate. And so the way that that is going to work is that every district is going to have their own senator, but every district will also have a number of representatives depending on their population, just like the United States Congress. Every state will have a representative. We're thinking like either 5 or 10. Every 5 or 10 people that live in a district, there will be another representative. Now, unlike how representatives work in federal Congress of the United States, the way it works is that representatives actually only represent a specific district or a specific area of a state. So, for example, let's say Michigan. The Metro Detroit area is a district of Michigan that has one representative. So Dave Trott, for example, is Michigan's representative for the Metro Detroit area district. So he only represents the people living in the Metro Detroit area in federal Congress. That's not the way it's going to work here. Everybody in a district is going to vote for at least one representative. If that's if they have 5 people, then they have one representative. If they have 10 people, then they'll have 2 representatives probably. That's the way we'll do. And they will vote for 2 different representatives that will campaign. So, like, quite a few different representatives will campaign. People will campaign for representative, and then we will have 2 of those people be elected into the JerryTown House of Representatives. So, again, the way it's going to work, what's going to happen is we're going to have a book. And so what's going to happen is the Speaker of the House, because that's the first house, will write the idea of the bill. Any citizen or anyone in Congress can suggest a bill, including the president can suggest a bill in the executive branch. Anybody in government can suggest a bill. The bills can be suggested by citizens by being sent to the president and Speaker of the House, and together they will kind of decide whether it will be a bill or not. Whether they kind of like it. Probably mostly the Speaker of the House. And so he'll write the bill. And so everybody is going to have like their own little desk and a chest. And it'll have a green block and a red block. And so if you want to vote yes on it, you'll hold a red block in your dual-wielding hand. I mean, if you want to vote yes, you have green and then red in the other and stuff. And so that'll be the way it works. And so if the House votes yes, then it will go over to the Senate, which will be over there. And if the Senate votes yes as well, then it will go over to the president. And of course, you guys know how that you can sign books with a quill. If the president agrees with the law, he will sign it into law, and then it will go to the second floor of the Capitol building, where it will be stored in a certain category. There will be a whole bunch of chests, and it will be categorized where different laws will be about different things. And so we'll have a whole bunch of sets of laws and things. As I can see that the day starting to turn to night there. We just started, so I'm gonna stop that there. And so this is gonna be our little design. I can see that we are already 10 minutes in, so we really do need to get going on this. But it's, I mean, personally, let's see here. We've gone 3 blocks in, and so we need to fix this. I've really been thinking about this building for a long time, where we're going to build it, how we're going to build it, and I think I've kind of got quite a layout laid out. And of course, you can see this is the rotunda. That's going to go up, and there's going to be a big dome on top, just like the United States Capitol building. But ours is going to be a little bit special, just like the dome on top of the presidential palace there. It is, I mean, this building is going to be a wonderful, beautiful building, I hope. And of course, again, these buildings are not just for decoration in JerryTown, they are for functionality. So, I'm going to try and build up. So we have this, let's see. I don't quite remember the height of this. And this is not done well. Wait, this is not the edge. That is the edge of the building. Or was it? This is the edge of the building here. So I need to fix this again. Oh. That's what I love. I mean, just figuring out this design. I mean, it still isn't sweet and solid and everything. But I kind of like the way that, you know, I'm so happy that we have concrete now and everything with 1.12. I mean, that just shows you how long I've been off of Minecraft, because, like, it's just, 1.12 was just new when I first got it. Let's see, how do I have it down there? The quartz is on the outside, or on the furthermost inside as of right now. So let's put this here. And just the design of the outside, I mean, of course, we have to build most of the outside. And tell me if you don't want to see a whole lot of the building on the inside. Please do let me know. We're still kind of figuring out how we want to do this and everything. Because, again, that presidential palace over there took me 4 days to build. This building is just as big, maybe even bigger, probably much bigger than the presidential palace was. I mean, of course, it's going to have a whole bunch more stuff. The presidential palace, we're going to be working on changing some things as well. It's going to have some more functionality inside of it. Some of the rooms are going to be redesigned a little bit. They'll probably still have the same function. We'll just add more function to them. If that kind of makes sense. I know I've been blabbing on quite about this, and I'm moving fairly fast. I'm really just trying to get a setup of the outer walls and kind of figure out where we're going to be putting our rooms inside of the Capitol building here. And we're going to have the Senate and our storage rooms and everything. The back is actually going to be a little bit different. But, I mean, if you think about the Capitol building, it will be similar in shape and design. If you've ever been to the U.S. Capitol building, or you know what the design is, it will be kind of similar in... It's slightly similar in where the rooms will be. Of course, the shape of the building is different. We're going to change this a little bit. And as you can see, that this is a box of a building. That is not the intent. We are going to change some things. I actually think I want to change some of it now. But just, I mean, the way that we are going to lay this all out is going to be absolutely perfect. Yep, so Peekabone is here to kind of take a peek at what we've done so far. So, oh, I see. Yep, he's back on the call. So as you can see, I'm talking to them via here. We were going to figure out Skype, but we're having some troubles with Skype. So that is currently out of the picture. But yeah, we are going to change this. I'm going to toy around with this for ages. I mean, it is going to have all kinds of different... It is not going to be a box-like building. I'm thinking I'm really going to change. This is just like a portion of it that is the Senate and everything. But this building is one that I've been trying to figure out how and where we're going to build it for such a long time. And, I mean, it's going to be quite a project. So, again, let me know if this is what you want to see me doing in the videos. If you want to see me... I mean, because this will take quite a little while to build. So, again, this is on you. You guys, the viewers, tell me what kind of content you want to see. And remember, you are always welcome to come onto the JerryTown server. Just leave a comment in the description. I can't believe we are already 14 minutes into the JerryTown server. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of these simple buildings like this. A lot of the builds... the server, I mean, I really just kind of want to have a whole bunch of people join so that we can do all of this building, so that we can kind of finish it off a lot sooner and just kind of function more like a city instead of more of just like, hey, welcome back. This is like Jabber's Paradise, and I'm gonna go build something now. This is gonna be different. See, that this is more about functionality than just building. I'm trying to take a whole different approach to Minecraft, and I'm hoping that it's something that interests people. And of course, my YouTube channel is fairly small, and I appreciate all of you viewers who do actually watch and enjoy my content. You know, again, my apologies for all of the time that I've been off. It's been a very busy summer for me and everything. Gotten a job at Kroger, and it has been quite an interesting experience so far with just keeping up with everything and trying to see how busy everything is just going to be. I mean, it has been quite an experience. I mean, I have to say, this summer has been a very busy one. So let's see here. I'm going to measure this out. We're going to have this go out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe it is. And this will be the edge of the Senate room. And then we'll have, actually, this will be the house, and over there will be the Senate. I think, let's see here. How many blocks long is this? I want to make sure that I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can extend this out by 1 more block, and this will be the edge of that room. This will be the wall. And so, of course, these walls will not be built out of stone bricks. Don't worry, that is way too disgusting. I would not. Stone bricks, I mean, they look nice with stuff, but just on the inside, it's like, you know, no, that it doesn't work. Stone bricks are for outside. They are for figuring that out. The design of this building, I mean, particularly, that's going to be a very nice chandelier inside of the rotunda there. It is going to be very pretty. I do greatly look forward to it. So right now I'm just kind of figuring out the shape of the building and the outer wall design. And so we're going to shrink this down a little bit here, and this is going to more so follow the rotunda, if that kind of makes sense. So again, we're going to come out by 15 from this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The House of Representatives we might actually do... No, something seems a little bit messed up here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, now I thought I had this centered, but if you look at the amount of space here, the rotunda does not look completely centered. It appears to me that we have a different setup of space, which is kind of unfortunate. That's 15, that'll be the Senate, but this kind of works out perfectly because the House is going to be bigger than the Senate. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we'll come out by 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And so if we put the wall there, that will still give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to have the same amount of space in between each. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that will be 6. So we need to come out actually by 21. So this will be the edge of the house. And so we'll actually, let's see, we can slim down to 14 on the other side because I think I want to. Senate, of course, is going to be smaller. That is, I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate, but like we can still fit. This is still plenty of space. Because we can actually, I'm thinking that I have like a balcony. And the Senate isn't just going to be like one floor. It's going to have more to it than that. Right now, we're just figuring out the layout of the buildings. I mean, if any of you have ever seen any of the actual Capitol buildings, they are quite the design. I mean, it is something to figure out. You know, the Capitol building, the one that we have now is actually the second Capitol building that was ever built. It's quite an interesting thing to think about. Let's see here. So we are going to slim down with the size of the rotunda, just because that is the layout of the actual Capitol building. I know that sounds kind of weird. So figure out like such, and so we'll come to the edge here. So the rotunda will actually have an exit. It is going to be quite an odd layout, don't get me wrong. And a lot of these small rooms, you might say, Jerry, what are you going to do with all these small rooms? Believe me, I mean, we're going to figure out something for a purpose for all of these rooms. There's going to be, It's going to be for organization. This is going to be like, you know, incoming laws and then outgoing to Senate. And there's going to be a whole bunch of little figure outs with everything. It'll be quite interesting, the design of this building, the layout. It's going to be a fairly large building, but just like the presidential palace, it's going to feel, I wouldn't say small, but the functionality is going to feel a little bit smaller just because of, well, I'll explain to you what I mean later. I can see that we are 19 minutes in. Let me see, I am getting a couple messages here. They may be from Thomas or Top Dog. So I'm going to look here. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, from Peekabone sent me the beautiful chandelier of the State House of Maryland. It is beautiful to see. Thank you very much, Thomas. So, yeah, we'll help use that a little bit later. We are going about 20 minutes in now, but I am just going to finish the layout, and we're going to copy this on the other side. 2, 2, and then 2, and then 4. Okay. So, it is going to be a beautiful building. I mean, it's going to have, I mean, just the functionality. I mean, we are bringing functionality to Minecraft. That is a weird way to think about it, but, it'll be nice. I know it will be. So, let's see. Those go... Okay, I've done this incorrectly. Oops. So, we're going to need to do this so that it's in line. How did I do it on this one? It had to give an extra block. Okay, so we had the same amount of space. What we wanted to do is come out 1 block, not 2. Come out 1. I'm sorry, guys. I am thinking numbers in my head, and it is quite annoying for you. I mean, just once we have all this figured out, it is going to be so nice to be able to, just, you know, run. I guess I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. To be able to run the JerryTown server is going to be so much fun. I really look forward to it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space there. So I'm trying to make it so that we have the same amount of space in between each. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be the edge. We have 7 space. That's the edge. And so we come out 1 extra block, and then we do that. Yeah, see, that is odd. It should line up conveniently, but again, you know, I made this building so that it wouldn't completely line up in an interesting fashion. Odd to think about it that way, but, you know, it's going to be a beautiful building. It's just the functionality, that's the whole point of the JerryTown server, so that we can work on everything together, essentially, so that it all... We're running a society here. That's the whole point of this deal, and I think it's going well so far. I mean, you know, it's a work in progress. Nobody's ever done this before. I really love the idea. You know, I mean, but just again, the server isn't anything unless we have people to take part in it. And which is why I keep trying to encourage any of you who would love to join, again, just to take part in it and to be a part of the server. I look forward to having you guys take part in this, because I want you to feel like this is your server. It is, you know, that this is your place too. I'm making this so that everybody can enjoy, essentially, what we have here. Let's see, so this will be the entrance, which is why I'm doing it like that, scale it. So we have the edge of the building. I am going to need to figure out a whole bunch more of this outside of the video, but we're trying to scale it down. Let's see. I mean, just the idea is that you guys come and join so that we can run all of this together. It's and again, the server, I'm trying to make this a very individualized thing. That, it's a world where everybody can kind of interact and figure all of this out together. I'm going to need to change all of that floor on the outside there. This is the outside of the building. You'll come into the rotunda, which will be the center hub for everything. There will be some stairs that go upstairs inside of the rotunda. In this direction, we will have some quartz blocks, which I thought I had with me. Let's grab a block of quartz and lay all this out. The rotunda will be like the center of the building where you kind of go. It will be where you find everything from. And it's going to be beautiful. We're going to try and make a beautiful inside just like the real Capitol building and make a beautiful outside. This will be just a couple of storage rooms for organizing the laws, just like such. As I've explained, this will be the House of the Senate. Okay, that's not the way I've done it. Sorry. This is the House of Representatives because it's the bigger room, and the House will be bigger than the Senate. So we'll just come out those 7 blocks and make sure there's space there. The rotunda is going to be a beautiful addition to the building. I don't know if any of you have ever been to the United States Capitol or if you've seen pictures of what it's like inside. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful to see. And again, like I said, I didn't want this building to be a box. It was just kind of figuring out where the edges were, as I haven't done so well because I just built that whole bar across. But I'll just kind of explain a little bit more about this building, and then we are going to end the video because I can tell that really I've just been kind of carrying on with everything, and that's not what I want to do. Mainly, I don't want to build most of this in a video because there's just so much to this building, and there's a whole bunch. I'll probably do a lot of the interior design with you in the next episode, which might not be next week. We'll see how that works out. But again, Senate is going to have this building. The House is going to be here. You're going to transfer. This is going to be the incoming files to the House. The incoming suggested bills to the House, they're going to go in right there, and then they're going to vote on it. It's going to go right there, export to Senate. This is the number of votes, and there's also going to be kind of like we trashed the idea. Well, no, sorry. This is going to be like, old, laws that haven't been agreed on. Over here, we're going to have the incoming bills to the Senate, and there's the outgoing bills from the Senate to the President, which there's going to be an organization room. There's going to be a way we organize it inside of the presidential palace, too. So it'll be a little bit more organized than it currently is. The rotunda is going to build up along with the rest of the building, and upstairs we're going to have some more organization, and we're going to have a conference room and stuff, and it's going to be a whole place where all of the government can meet. The center hub of government will be this building. So that will be kind of the layout, if you can kind of visualize it. That will be the Capitol building. There really is no way to see the building as of right now, but it will be a beautiful building. So I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please do comment, like, and subscribe to join the JerryTown, and I will see you all later. Bye!